A very good afternoon to one and all. I am Dr. Pallavi Patil from Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri. And today I am taking a good topic of pharmaceutical analysis. In that, the subtopic is a gravimetric analysis. And the gravimetric analysis is a very good technique to use amount of analyte present in the whole compound. So you have some measurement the total mass whatever you have to precipitized, and the gravimetric analysis is depend on the comparing the masses of two compounds contain the analyst. Now if you are going to take a gravimetric analysis procedures and you are just going to some synthesize, and at the end product you want to realize that the whole compound get composed or condensed in such a way, now you have to just go for the precipitization and filtration washing technique. Now this technique, when you are going to start the gravimetric analysis, it is very useful to right way of the precipitization, to right way of the separation and isolation of your extract mass, as well as you can quantify and measurement of your mass. So this technique is very useful for your mass percentage rate calculations. The gravimetric analysis in the mass of the ion in the pure compound can be determined, and later on whatever the pure compound has presence of your ion presence, and later on you have to find out the percentage of mass present in the same type of the ions in the whole impure compound. And the gravimetric analysis is also useful for the amount of analyte identification, determination and measurement. The co-precipitations, if you are taking the precipitation technique and you just started a simple any precipitation technique, and later on you feel that whatever the targeted desired compound you are expected, rather than that the precipitations have some unwanted PPT on the surface which is not required. If you suppose your targeted compound is somehow off-white, and instead of the off-white it is just a muddy type of some dark color it came, so you feel that there is certain deposition of your precipitized compound. So this is the type of the reticulous things happening when the procedure of precipitations lead with the co-precipitations. This technique, these co-precipitations is actually cannot be sometime unavoidable, but you can minimize through such a way you're using a very good technique of washings, so you can minimize the co-precipitations. So the post-precipitations means if the precipitation stand in the contact with some mother liquor, so the contaminations happens on the precipitation compound and the impurity gets stick on the surface, so you can feel that whatever the expected desired precipitations is not as good as you are expected. So the post-precipitations is the contamination of your solvent or mother liquor. What is a surface absorption? Surface absorption is unwanted deposition, adsorption on your surface of precipitations. You don't want to it. You just want to reduce the amount of surface area as well as unavailable unwanted surface adsorptions, but it may be a minimize, or it may be a possible to get control by washing, a very good technique by washing, removing surface of the samples of the preservatives or the precipitizers. Now what type of the procedures you are leading with the gravimetric analysis? It's very simple technique, it's very good in the accurate way also. First, your compound whatever you are just use for the gravimetric analysis should be a dry, then weight. The weight should be in the accurate at least 6 digits. Then dissolve the expected solvent whatever you are. Now the precipitizing agent or precipitizing reagent somehow get excess, so the expectations your precipitizing compound get accurate and a good yield. But it may be a required, or it may be sometimes not required a precipitizing agent, but whenever the requirement is there, so you have to add. Then coagulant the precipitation by heat, some sonication, some heat, some boiling you use, and just coagulate your precipitate. Then later on the filtration is the filtration is a very good thing from the just go to closest your precipitation compound by a mother liquor, then wash the precipitized. Washing is a very important, because whatever the solvent you use, whatever the compound you use, it may be interfere with the solvent. So the washing get a chances to remove the contamination of a solvent mother liquor it used by the procedure. So at the end, dry, and drying is very important. Use of oven, microwave, and different type of the drying techniques you can use anywhere, and just wait your constant weighing. Use a 6 to 10 times you are constantly weighing, and whatever the constantly weighing came, you just average it and then finalize your constant weight. Then prepare a certain solvent. If you know the amount of solute in the solvent, so you can identify the concentration of your samples, and then go for the separation of your desired chemical constitution. After that, isolate your constitutions and just computerize what type of the mass, what amount of the quantity of the mass get calculated. This is possible by the gravimetric analysis. So for examples, if you are leading with the barium sulfate precipitation by the gravimetric analysis, this is a very simple technique in the first year B.Pharm division, and this may be a come for your final exam also for 5 to 8 marks. But the expectations in the answer is the procedure, how the mechanism happens, and what the percentage of accuracy. Now the barium sulfate contain a 97.5 percentage, not more than 100.5 percentage of barium sulfate after the gravimetric analysis. Now when the gravimetric analysis you are started by the isolation or dark-heated compound is barium sulfate. First you have to just consider a barium chloride solution in a certain defined volume, measure the volume, and then treat it with the dilute or the concentration, that is a 4 normal sulfuric acids. Okay, so whenever it get treated with this, your final product, the barium precipitized as a barium sulfate. Now this is the procedure. In this figure, you feel that the sulfate having a negative charge, that is SO4. It's a negative charge. The barium itself having a positive charge. So there is a positive negative having attractions, and the barium deposited on the sulfate. So the thickness of this get gathered together, forming a coagulant and precipitized. So these are the reaction, chemical reaction. Barium chloride plus sulfuric acid, the synthesized barium sulfate, and with the 2 molecule of HCl. Now in this, the mass of the barium, the whole of the calculations by, if you are considering 233.36 gram of barium sulfate, definitely it carries on the 137.36 gram of the barium. Okay, and the rest of is the your sulfate compound present in your whole barium sulfate. Now this is the entire procedure. So whatever I am explaining you the diagrams, whatever I am explaining with the reactions. So you have to consider the standard flask, then how much volume you have to add, after that heating and boiling, then cooled it, then using some precipitizing agent, just remove, just let it be for the 5 to 10 minutes, then cool it, stand by the precipitations and hours, and later on filtered it using a certain Whatman filter paper, that is 40 to 42 number of filter paper, and then you have to just precipitize, wash with a very good quantity of the certain that the solvent is not contaminated at all, and after that just use a certain good filter papers and electric burner to just filtrate and precipitate separately, then desiccate, cool, and at the end cool the crucible in the weight. Okay, so this is the procedures. Now the gravimetric analysis is definitely have some advantages. Now what is the advantages? Gravimetric analysis is used to determine the atomic mass of many elements to the 6 figure accuracy, 6-digit number of the accuracy. They are giving the atomic mass of the identified and determination of any elements. It is a more little instrument having a certain error, but not required a series of the error get contaminated repetitiously. They are very good for the unknown samples to calculate the gravimetric analysis. This is the good thing for the advantages. Now, what is the disadvantages of these things? The gravimetric analysis having a certain disadvantages like this, you are just stick to the only a single element detection. There is a certain limitation for the gravimetry. For the group type of elements is not possible at the same time, at a same procedures. And if you are comparing this gravimetric analysis to the different type of modern technique, that is flash combustion, which is combined with the gas chromatography or certain TLC plate, there is isolation and separation of your compounds, ions, or you can say that at the same time there are the very hyphenated technique is used in the industry levels, in the pharmaceutical medicines, like that the isolation, then chemical constitution, chemical phytochemical constitution identification, as well as determination and separation out and separation with the some lead synthetic way, lead pathways. So this is not possible for the gravimetric analysis. There is certain restrictions. If you are selected a single element detection, this is only possible the gravimetric analysis. But if you are taking a group of the element identification at the same time, so this is not possible. So instead of this gravimetric analysis, there is a TLC plate, HPTLC, then mass and liquid attached, that is LCMS, liquid chromatography, as well as the mass is attachment. So this may be a chances in the gravimetry, not in the gravimetric analysis. The rest of the hyphenated technique you have to use. But for the basic B Pharm level of the students and synthetic students, for the medicinal synthesis, this gravimetric analysis is very useful. Particularly for the M Pharm students, they are using the synthetic preparation, synthetic way, organic chemistry playing. So initially, before they are going the hyphenated techniques, these gravimetric techniques may be useful for their synthetic errors, dissolving, precipitation, how the filtration they need, what is the procedures, how they increase the yield after the completion of the any synthesis process, any chemical process, and any mechanism, how the chemically they prove that the yield is goes rise by repetition of the gravimetric analysis. So this is very useful for the those students who are using the synthetic organic chemistry preparations. So with this, I am just thank you to all my viewers and all my listeners. They are listening very carefully and giving their valuable time. If anyone have any doubts and any queries regarding this gravimetric analysis, they can just add to questions to me. This video soon I upload to the YouTube channels, and in the subscriptions box I will definitely add my email address as well as link with the next one video, which is maybe based on the same topic or the different topics. So you can ask me and with my email address, and definitely as soon as possible I will mail to you by your satisfactory answer expected. So very thank you very much, and stay at home, stay safe, and have a good day. Thank you very much.